If you like this video, subscribe, share and tap the bell icon.
So in this new textbook we are having total 15 chapters. Okay, but these 15 chapters are going to change or going to divide into majorly 5 parts, or we can call it as 5 units. What are these 5 units? That is, these are some according to their points. Okay, just for example, there are 5 units. First of that is the reproduction. So in biology, reproduction either in the plants or animals. So first 2 chapters out of 15, first 2 chapters are related with the reproduction. Okay, this is the first unit. Then the chapter 3, 4th and 5th are related with the genetics and evolution. So 5 chapters within 2 units. First 2 are related with the reproduction, and 3rd, 4th, 5th are related with the genetics and evolution. Then chapters 6, 7, 8 and 9 are related with the physiology. Okay, it is the chapters are related with the physiology. Then the chapter number 10, 11 and 12 are related with the applied biology, and 13, 14 and 15 chapters are related with the ecology and the environment. So these are the 15 chapters which is going to divide into the 5 major units, that is reproduction, genetics and evolution, then physiology, then applied biology, and then ecology and environment. Within that, we are going to start with the ecology and the environment. Okay, now within that we are going to see the first chapter, that is organism and population. Okay, so we are going to see that first unit, that is organism and population. So this is the introductory part of our syllabus. Now coming back to the organisms and population. So there is one thing, how the organism of population is directly introduced. The question may be arise in your mind that how the organism of population is directly introduced, from where it is came. Okay, so there is a link between these two words. Okay, we have seen in the 11th standard, that is the grades of organization. We know the grades of organization. There are mainly 2 grades of organization. First one is the lower level of organization and higher level of organization. In 11th standard we have seen the lower level of organization, and now we are going to see the higher level of organization. So what is the lower level of organization? We have seen in one unit of 11th standard, there is a formation of the organism from the micromolecules. So this is called as, from micromolecule to the organism, the formation is called as lower layer of organism. We know that from micromolecules, when some micromolecules are come together, then it will form a cell. Okay, then certain cells are come together to form a tissue. Then some of the several tissues are come together to form an organ, and then several organs come together, function together to form an organ system, and there are several organ systems in a body that will form an organism. So from micromolecules it will form a cell, cell will form a tissue, tissue will form a organ, organ will form an organ system, and finally organ system will make an organism. So from microorganism until the organism, this is called as lower level of organization. We have seen it in the 11th standard. So this is done. Now we are going to see the higher level of organization. So whatever upward to the organism, it is under the higher level of organization. There are mainly 6 points included under this higher level of organization, which is started from the organism. So when several organisms or same organism population, same organism when come together, it will form a population. So there is a second higher level of organization, is a population. When several populations are come together, it will make a community. Then when communities are there, it will form an ecosystem, and there are several ecosystems are there, will form a biome, and there are several biomes. Okay, there are so many biomes in India only. Okay, so it will form the biosphere. So from organism up to the biosphere, it will form a higher level of organization. The organism come together to form a population come together to form a community, there are several communities come together to form a ecosystem, ecosystems will make a biome, and several biomes will make a biosphere. So in that higher level of organization, we are going to see the first two components of higher level of organization, that is organism and the population. Okay, on the screen you can see the points. Whatever I am delivering a lectures, the points are seen on the display. You can write it down. So organization levels are there, lower and higher level of organization. Within that, we are going to see first two components. So organism and population is the topic we are going to study. So when we are talking about the organism, we know it is the first component of higher low level of organization. And when we are going to see the population, we also know that it is the first forward step from the organism, that is called as population. So the concepts are that these are the two components. Okay, now but actual studying about the organism and population, we should know what are the points we are going to take within that lecture series. Okay, so you can understand which points are included and where we are at the video lecture series. So key points, first of all, there is an introduction about what is ecology, who introduced it and who used it first time, the concepts, some points related with the ecology and organism and population. After that, we have to see the two components or two concepts, that is habitat and niche. Okay, what is the habitat, what is the niche, what is the differences between the habitat and niche. This is the second part we are going to see. The third point we are going to see is the abiotic factors. Okay, what are the abiotic factors which is responsible for the interaction between the organism and the environment. So abiotic factors, within that there are four major abiotic factors, that is temperature, second one is the water, third one is the light, and fourth one is the soil. This is the third point. After that, fourth point is the factors responsible for to adapt. That means whatever the abiotic factors are there, to that abiotic factors, how the organism is going to regulate or going to adapt that condition. For that, there are four major factors are responsible. That is first one is the regulate, to regulate. Second one is to conform. Third one is to first one is the to regulate, second one is to conform, third one is to migrate, and fourth one is to suspend. So these are the four factors we are going to study. After that, fifth point is adaptation. Adaptation means how the organisms are going to adapt or change according with the environment. We are going to see it. Then next point, the second sub point of this unit is the population. Now organism is completed. Now coming to the population. So what is population? How it is calculated? We know that during each 10 years we are having census, how the populations are going to calculate it. So we are going to study within that lectures. That is population. There are some concepts in that population, that is natality, mortality, sex ratio, that is male female ratio. Okay, we are going to see. After that, age distribution and pyramid. Age distribution means how many percent of young peoples living in the country, how many adult persons are there in the country, how many old persons are in the country. That is all, is nothing but the age distribution. And pyramids, it is a graphical representation of whatever the age distribution is there. When it is seen by the graphical, it is called as pyramid. So from that structure we can understand what is the stage of that country. Okay, so that age distribution and pyramid we are going to see within the lectures series. Then next part is the population growth. So population growth means either the population is increases or decreases. It may be positive or it may be negative, and it is calculated by some of the concepts we are going to see it under this point, population growth. And next and last one is the population interactions. We can call it as biotic factors. We have seen first point, that is abiotic factors, temperature, light, water and soil. So last one we are going to see the biotic factors, or we can call it as population interactions. These are very much important. There are 5 major population interactions. That is, one is the mutualism, second one is the predation, third one is the parasitism, fourth one is the competition, and fifth one is the commensalism. Okay, so we are going to see the interactions, animals with animals, organism is organism, okay, which may be of same species or different species. So within this chapter we are going to see all these points in very clear manner, so you can understand the. So from each video lecture series we are going to chase each and every point of this unit.